A prioritization framework is a principle by which product teams evaluate issues in a backlog for prioritization. This framework should have a set of criteria that fit your goals. You can pick a framework from our landing page, templates library in your Ducalis organization, or as you're creating a prioritization board. If you pick a framework that doesn't exactly reflect your company's goal, you can easily edit it so that it aligns with what you aim to achieve. You can edit a criterion, duplicate it, or archive it. Archived criteria can be found here. You can either restore or permanently delete them. Only that, but you can add new criteria to the framework. When creating a new criterion, you can pick one from our vast criterion library, or you can create a new one altogether. Starting with the name, you should give the criterion a name that is clear and precise. Assign estimators who have proper knowledge and expertise to evaluate the issues in your backlog for prioritization using this criterion. For instance, you'd want the criterion development time to be evaluated by developers only because they understand the time it'll take to develop a feature better than everyone on the team. Assign the criterion a type. A criterion type denotes the influence a criterion has on the goal of your company. Assign value to criteria that have a positive influence on your goal, for example, reach, activation, and sales, and effort to criteria that have a negative influence on your goal, for example, development time, costs, risks. Your prioritization framework should have at least one effort criterion and one value criterion for a balanced framework that assesses inputs and the benefits of a task or project. Assign weights to your criteria since they have varying degrees of importance. For weight, you can use any number, positive for value criteria or negative for effort criteria. Assign bigger weights to criteria with bigger business value or that will impact the user experience more. So weights need to be adjusted as the importance of a criteria changes. Try to keep the weights of your value criteria and effort criteria balanced so that the results of your prioritization framework are not skewed to either of the two. Choose the scoring method that you want your team to use. The type of scores you use depends on the criterion, as various criteria often require different types of scoring methods. For this, we have different sets or types of scoring methods that you can use. You can also pick from any of the given presets below, which include some of the popular scoring techniques like the Fibonacci series. And finally, your criterion should have a description that serves as a guide for your teammates when they're evaluating. It should be short and clear, showing a detailed definition of the scores. It can also be expressed in numbers, for example in days, weeks, or number of new visitors. So there you have it. Now you can go on and start setting up your evaluation criteria.